Hey guys, Gavin and I go back to a brand new video, and so you may be confused by the title of this video. So those of you don't know, I watch a lot of NASCAR YouTube, including like 4 main YouTubers. I watch Eric Estep, the Iceberg, Danny B Talks, and Black Flags Matter a lot. Those are my 4 main YouTubers. I also watch the NASCAR Weekly podcast, and the Iceberg, his name is Jarrett. He does a weekly stream called the IRL stream, which is on every Friday, I believe. And so for the most recent episode of the IRL stream, they decided they would do a NASCAR driver draft. Because the NFL draft is going on, I think. So they wanted to do it, but with NASCAR drivers. And for that, they picked 4 Cup Series drivers each, 3 Xfinity, 3 trucks, and 2 development drivers. And so we're going to be doing a little mini-series where I'm going to be doing Wheel Decide again. How fun. Y'all remember that? I enjoyed doing the Wheel Decide stuff. It's just fun, and it's fun and random, and it's cool seeing maybe some drivers who consistently run well and win, and just seeing what kind of maybe wacky drivers win. But today we're going to be doing this for the Cup Series, and I will also be doing one for the Trucks and Xfinity Series. Yeah, so start off the season, I'm going to announce the team owners and where all the drivers went. Alright, so there was 2 main rules when it came to Cup Series drivers for the draft. They were, Cup Series driver had to been in the Cup Series full time, or I think in the Cup Series at the earliest in 2018. So 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021, if you wanted to pick a Cup Series driver, they had to be running full time in those seasons. Or they had to be running in those seasons, I will say. Also, they were allowed to promote drivers up the series, I do believe. As well as they were allowed 1 Cup Series driver to move down a series. But yeah. Alright, so we had 6 YouTubers. This is not 6. We had 6 YouTubers do this draft. They were Eric Estep, Sloppy Joe, Black Flags Matter, the Iceberg, IDK player, and Jake Baskinger. And I named their teams something that makes sense. Eric has Double E Motorsports. Sloppy Joe has Sloppy Joe Racing. Darian has Black Flag Motorsports. Jarrett has Iceberg Motorsports. IDK has IDK Motorsports, and Jake Baskinger has Baskinger Racing. And for each team, each driver got, there's 2 Chevy teams, 2 Ford teams, and 2 Toyota teams. And I tried to give each team, each owner, 4 numbers that are from the same team. So, 4 car teams. So Eric got the Hendrick numbers. He got the 5, 9, 24, and 48. Sloppy Joe got RCR numbers. He got the 3, the number 8. He got the 13 because of Germain Racing's association with RCR, and the 31. Darian got SHR numbers 4, 10, 14, and 41. Jarrett got Penske with the 2, 12, 22, and 33. IDK got a Michael Waltrip Racing because he has a Toyota team, which means he got the 00, the 15, the 55, and the 56. And Jake Baskinger got Joe Gibbs Racing's numbers, the 11, 18, 19, and 20. Alright, so now we get to who chose what drivers. So we're going to start with, of these YouTubers, the one that has the most subscribers, and just one I wrote down first. Wrote them in order of what they picked. Alright, so first, Eric, so his drivers, first driving the number 5 are Bubba Wallace. Driving the number 9 is Chase Elliott. Driving the number 24 is Matt DiBenedetto. Driving the number 48 is Kurt Busch. Next, Sloppy Joe, for his 4 drivers, driving the number 3 is Kyle Larson. Driving the number 8 is Dale Earnhardt Jr. He got moved up because nowadays he races like one race a year in the Xfinity, and I guess he got moved up to Cup, which they were allowed to do. So Junior will be driving the number 8. Driving the number 13 will be Kaz Gralla. And driving the number 31 will be Ryan Blaney. Next, Darian, for his 4 drivers, starting with the number 4, he chose Brad Keselowski. Driving the number 10 is Eric Jones. Driving the number 14 is Austin Dillon. And driving the number 41 is Alex Bowman. Next, for Jarrett's 4 drivers, driving the number 2 is Christopher Bell. Driving the number 12 is Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell getting a good ride. Oh yeah, and the stipulation was, one of the stipulations was all these cars are even. Every single one of these cars is even. It's not like Hendrick and RCR, where Hendrick is obviously has better equipment than RCR. No, all these cars are on an even playing field. That was one stipulation for this, which I think makes it better. It also makes the randomness even funner, because it could be a little more realistic, given everyone's in equal equipment. Driving the number 22 is Joey Logano, and driving the number 33 is Jimmy Johnson. Alright, moving on. Now, IDK, his 4 drivers. Driving the 00 is Eric Almirola. Driving the number 15 is Denny Hamlin. Driving the number 55 is Daniel Suarez. And driving the number 56 is Colt Custer. And finally, Jake Baskinger, for his 4 drivers. Driving the number 11 is William Byron. Driving the number 18 is Kevin Harvick. Driving the number 19 is Martin Truex Jr. And driving the number 20 is Chris Buescher. Alright, so that is all the drivers put into their spots. Now we get to the fun part. The races themselves. Now, I did every race plus the All-Star race and the Busch Clash. I don't exactly know when the All-Star race is, so I'm just going to be throwing it in before COTA. Just throw it in around COTA. I think that's I'm just going to put it. Alright, so we're going to start the season. Oh yeah, for this we're doing playoffs because that's not an actual NASCAR race. Alright. So we're going to start the season off with the Busch Clash, and the winner of the Busch Clash is Ryan Blaney in the number 31. I forgot to put the numbers. I put down the numbers next to each driver for their car number. I forgot to do that for the All-Star race and the Clash. Oh well. Alright, so now we're going to start with the actual season. So Blaney won the Clash. There's no benefit for winning the Clash, and the All-Star race in this. I usually, like for the other ones, a couple times I've done the wild cards where they go to the Clash winner and the All-Star race winner. Not gonna do that for this one. This is gonna be normal NASCAR. So winning the Daytona 500, driving the number 11 is William Byron. William Byron starts off the season right with the win at the Daytona 500. So next week, we stay at Daytona for the race at the Roval, the O'Reilly Auto Parts 235, which is won by Kurt Busch. Next race, we still stay in Florida as we go to Homestead for the Dixie Vodka 400, which is won by defending champion Chase Elliott. After Homestead, we go all the way to Nevada to race at Las Vegas for the Pensacola 400, which is won by Daniel Suarez, the number 55. Daniel Suarez getting his first career win, and he gets it done at a mile and a half, which I definitely say is the best way to get a win, because it's not at a super speedway where anyone can win. I think that's definitely a statement when getting your first win at a mile and a half. Next, we go to Phoenix for the Instacart 500, which is won by Clash winner Ryan Blaney. After Phoenix, we go to Atlanta for the Volkswagen Quick Trip 500, which is won by Ryan Blaney. No, again, Phoenix was won by Elliott. Chase Elliott wins Phoenix, not Blaney. Blaney wins Atlanta. Then next, we go to Bristol for the Bristol Food City Dirt Race, which is won by Martin Truex Jr. So far this season, we haven't had a repeat winner yet in the first 7 races. 7 races, 7 different winners. Alright. And with how random this is, with how everything is randomly generated, with how the winning is randomly generated, if your favorite driver is in this, there's a good likelihood that they will get a chance, that they will win a race. So don't worry about that. Next, we go to Martinsville for the Blue Emu Max Pain Relief 500. And we have our first repeat winner, Daytona 500 winner William Byron wins. William Byron wins at Martinsville. And then next, we go to Richmond for the Toyota Owners 400, which is won by the driver of the number 56, Cole Custer. Cole Custer getting the win for IDK Motorsports. Next, we go to Talladega for the Geico 500, and this is a very popular win. I would say there's only 2 races that could possibly be a more popular win than this. We had like 3 really popular wins in this season. I don't really think that's giving away much. Maybe possibly one of them. But winning at Talladega is Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson, after not winning since 2017, he finally gets the win here at Talladega in 2021 for Double E Motorsports. No, for Iceberg Motorsports. He's driving the 33, not the 48. Alright, after Talladega, we go to Kansas for the Bushy McBush race. Yes, I'm keeping that name. We go to Kansas for the Bushy McBush race 400, which is won by Kurt Busch. Oh my god, I just noticed that. Oh, that's creepy. Not complaining, but I love it. So Kurt Busch, the other Busch brother, wins the Bushy McBush race this time. Next, we go to Darlington for the Goodyear 400, which is going to be another very popular win. Getting his first win of the season with a Wendell Scott tribute. Bubba Wallace wins at Darlington. Everyone's happy. Bubba Wallace wins. Emotional victory. Yay. Then we go to Dover. And for the Dryden 400, and your winner at Dover is Daniel Suarez, getting his second win of the season. Daniel Suarez showing to be a good, a real, maybe possible championship threat at the end of it. Who knows? No, we could see something out of Suarez with how, 2 wins, and with how random everything is, it's possible. Who knows? You never know. No one knows, because you can never know with this, how random everything is. So next race, we go to Texas for a couple weekends, as we're going to be doing the All-Star race. And the winner of the Texas All-Star race is Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon so far has not won in the regular season. He has not won a points rain race so far this season, but he does win the All-Star race, and I guess that $1 million can be used for something. So we stay in Texas for our next points paying race, as we go to Circuit of the Americas for the Echo Park, Texas Grand Prix. And the winner of this race at COTA is Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell wins at COTA. How? I don't know. I would love to see that. I think that'd be amazing. I guess that'd be another popular win. Michael McDowell wins at COTA. The next, for Memorial Day weekend, remembering all the troops that have served, all the men and women who have served, we go to Charlotte for the Coca-Cola 600, which is getting his first win of the season and his first Cup Series victory. Kaz Gralla and the number 13 for Sloppy Joe Racing gets it done in the 600. Next, we go to Sonoma for the Toyota Save Mart 350. At least I'm assuming that's what it is, because I forgot to write down the race link. I just wrote down Toyota Save Mart. I'm assuming it's Toyota Save Mart 350, because that sounds right. Alright. And so winning this race, there is a lot of there's a couple underdogs that win in this. Next, driving for Double E Motorsports, probably one of the most loved drivers in NASCAR currently, Matt Benedetto gets the win at Sonoma, locking his place into the playoffs. Next, after Sonoma, we head to Tennessee, as we will be racing at Nashville Superspeedway for the Ally 400, which is won by Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney getting his second win of the season. And then after Nashville, we head up to Pennsylvania for the Pocono doubleheader. Winning the first race, the Pocono 325, is Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman, driving the number 41 for BFM, wins. And winning the second race, the Explore the Pocono Mountains 350, driving the number 48 is Kurt Busch. He gets his third win of the season. And then after the Pocono doubleheader, we head up to Wisconsin, I believe, for Road America and the Road America 250. And winning the Road America 250, driving the number 13, Kaz Gralla once again goes to victory lane. Winning the Coke 600 and then winning the 4th of July race at Road America. Alright, Kaz Gralla, you do you, bud. Next, for race 21, we go to Atlanta for the Quaker State 400, which is won getting his first win of the season is Kevin Harvick, driving the number 18 for Baskinger Racing. Next, we go to New Hampshire for the Foxwoods Resort Casino 301, which is won by All-Star Race winner Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon getting the win in the number 14 for BFM. Then we go to Watkins Glen for the Go Bowling at the Glen, which is won by Austin Dillon's teammate Brad Keselowski, driving the number 4. Brad Keselowski getting his first win. And after Watkins Glen, we stay on the road courses as we go to Indianapolis, run the Roval for the Big Machine Vodka 400, which is won by Joey Logano, driving the number 22 for Iceberg Motorsports. And now, we only have 2 races left. And at this point, we have exceeded the 16 driver limit for the playoffs. But you know what I do here. For these, I just allow any as long as you win, I'll let you in the playoffs. As long as you win before the playoffs start, you get in. Because it's more fun that way. So, for race 25 of 36 and race 25 of 26 of the regular season, we head to Michigan for the Firekeepers Casino 400, which is won by driving the number 2, Joe Logano's teammate from Iceberg Motorsports, Christopher Bell, wins at Michigan. And finally, another very popular win for the cutoff race of the playoffs of the regular season. We go to Daytona for the Coke Zero Sugar 400, which is won, repeating what he did in 2001. 20 years later, Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins at Daytona, another very popular win, the 20th anniversary of that win in 2001. Alright. So now I'm going to read the playoff grid coming into the playoffs. Alright, so a quick run through of all 19 race winners in the regular season who made it into the playoffs. For a quick run through, they are William Byron in the number 11, number 48 of Kurt Busch, the number 9 of Chase Elliott, the number 55 of Daniel Suarez, number 31 of Ryan Blaney, number 19 of Mark Truex Jr., number 56 of Cole Custer, the number 33 of Jimmy Johnson, number 5 of Bubba Wallace, the number 12 of Michael McDowell, number 12 of Kaz Gralla, the number 24 of Matt DiBenedetto, Alex Bowman in the 41, the 18 of Kevin Harvick, the 14 of Austin Dillon, the 4 of Brad Keselowski, the 22 of Joey Logano, the 2 of Christopher Bell, and the 8 of Dale Jr. Okay. That's all 19 drivers. And for the first round of the playoffs, 7 drivers will be eliminated. Because we're going to bring it down to the round of 12. And then the round of 8, and then the round of 4. And then we'll crown check. Alright, so 7 drivers will be eliminated in the first round. We got 3 races. Drivers, get your wins. Or get a win to lock yourself in the playoff, into the next round. Alright, so first, for the round of 19, we go to Darlington for the Cookout Southern 500, which is won by the driver who just barely managed to get into the playoffs, winning at Daytona, making it 2 wins in a row. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins at Darlington on the number 8. Next, we go back to Richmond for the Federated Auto Parts 400, which is won by Ryan Blaney. And then finally, we go back to Bristol for the Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race 400, I believe. And sweeping the Bristol races in 2021, Martin Truex Jr. wins the Bristol Night Race. So, Dale Jr., Ryan Blaney, and Martin Truex Jr. all lock themselves into the round of 12 on wins. So, Who are the other drivers who made it in on points? Well, they are as follows. Christopher Bell in the number 2, the number 18 of Kevin Harvick, the number 56 of Cole Custer, number 55 of Daniel Suarez, the number 12 of Michael McDowell, the number 14 of Austin Dillon, the number 4 of Brad Keselowski, the number 33 of Jimmy Johnson, and the number 13 of Kaz Grala. So, quick, one more time through the round of... These are the 12 drivers and still in the playoffs. Dale Jr., Ryan Blaney, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell, Kevin Harvick, Cole Custer, Daniel Suarez, Michael McDowell, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson, and Kaz Grala. So we got a good lineup here of drivers that... one of these drivers is going to win the championship, and 4 of them are going to make it to the Final Four. So yeah. Alright, so next we head to Las Vegas for the first race of the round of 12. So yes, we're at Las Vegas for the South Point 400. Once again, drivers, get your wins to lock yourself on the next round of playoffs. But we're not going to have that for this first race. The first race is won by the number 3 of Kyle Larson, finally managing to get a win this season. After not winning all season long, he finally manages to crack one out at Las Vegas in the playoffs. Next, we go back to Talladega for the Yellowwood 500, which is won by the number 5 of Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace getting a win at Talladega. He's not in the playoffs anymore. He got eliminated after the round of going into the round of 12. Finally, to end off the round of 12, we go to Charlotte for the Bank of America Roval 400, which is won by the number 9 of Chase Elliott. And Elliott is not in the playoffs either. Wait. No, he is not. So none of the 3 winners from the round of 12 are in the playoffs. So we had a round of no playoff drivers winning. So you had to be good and consistent in those 3 races. So who are the drivers that advanced into the round of 8? Well, they are as follows. The number 4 of Brad Keselowski, the number 33 of Ryan Blaney, the number 8 of Dale Earnhardt Jr., the number 2 of Christopher Bell, the number 33 of Jimmy Johnson, the number 13 of Kaz Grala, the number 14 of Austin Dillon, and the number 55 of Daniel Suarez. So, all comes down to these. We got 3 races before the championship 4. The final race at Phoenix. So, for the final time, drivers, get your wins in so you can make it to the Final 4. So, we'll start off the round of 8. We go to Texas for its one and only point-spanning race of the season for the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 500, which is won by the number 33 of Jimmy Johnson. So, after retiring at the end of 2020, Jimmy Johnson decided one more season, and he makes it to the Final 4 off of only 2 wins in the season. After winning at Talladega in the regular season, and winning at Texas in the playoffs, so Jimmy Johnson locks himself into the championship 4, where he will go fight for possibly a record-breaking 8th championship. So that's something to look forward to. If it happens, at least. It is. So next, good race 34 at Kansas for the Hollywood Casino 400, which is won by Kyle Larson. Driving the number 3. My chair's squeaky right now. It's kind of annoying. Shush. Alright. And then, finally, for the last race of the round of 8, we got a Martinsville for the Xfinity 500, which getting his first win of the season is Denny Hamlin driving the number 15 for IDK Motorsports. And now, the Championship 4. So who are the 4 drivers in the Championship 4? What 3 will be joining Jimmy Johnson to fight for a championship? Well, so, including Jimmy Johnson driving the number 33, your Championship 4 are Dale Earnhardt Jr. and the number 8, Austin Dillon in the number 14, and Daniel Suarez in the number 55. I'm sorry, but how did Austin Dillon and Daniel Suarez make it? I mean, I'm not complaining. I think they are definitely drivers. If you put in the right equipment, they can go and perform. And it's shown. I mean, when everything's random, they make it to the Championship 4. But hey, alright, so finally, we're going to end the season off at Phoenix, where your race winner, driving the number 18, is Kevin Harvick. And the season finale 500. And at the end of it all, your 2021 Iceberg Draft Season Champion is the number 8 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. He wins the championship. Unfortunately, Jimmy Johnson was not able to get it done. He came up just short, along with Austin Dillon and Daniel Suarez. Jimmy Johnson trying to get that record-breaking 8th championship, not able to get it done this year. But Dale Earnhardt Jr. finally wins the championship after 21 years in the Cup Series. Dale Earnhardt Jr. finally gets it done, driving for Sloppy Joe Racing. So Sloppy Joe, if for whatever reason you're watching this, you were the championship winning team owner. And quickly looking at the Championship 4, all 4 Championship 4 drivers came from different team owners. Jimmy Johnson representing Jarrett and Iceberg Motorsports. Dale Earnhardt Jr., driving the number 8, was representing Sloppy Joe Racing. Austin on the number 14 was representing Black Flag Motorsports. And Daniel Suarez, the number 55, was representing IDK Motorsports. Unfortunately, Jake Baskinger and Baskinger Racing, along with Double E Motorsports, neither of those 2 had a driver make it into the Championship 4. If I'm looking at it, Jake Baskinger didn't even have a driver make it into the round of 8. And neither did Eric. Both Eric and Jake had their drivers eliminated in the round of 12. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. And comment below if you have any other ideas for cool NASCAR seasons like this.